we are going to do some science together today. How does that sound?
Whoa, yeah!
Yeah? All right, we like science. Okay, so let me share my screen here.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. All right, before we get started, these are some words that we need to know, and we're going to do this together. So you can see the words on the one side and then the definitions or what the words mean on the other side. And I am going to, I can click on these words and move them onto the blank where they go. So as we figure out where these words go, tell me what you think. Anybody see? So our words are microgravity, slime, Newtonian fluid, gravity, force, viscous, and hydrophobic. These are all words that are going to be important with our science field trip we're taking today. We are doing a virtual science field trip.
Mom, I know where one of the words goes.
Okay, what word do you know, Eric?
Slime. Third line.
The third line, the state of being sticky, gluey, and syrupy due to internal friction.
Yep.
That's a good guess, but that is actually the word viscous.
What?
Viscous is how like sticky and gooey and thick a liquid is. So the state of being sticky, gluey, and syrupy due to internal friction is called viscous. If you want to describe a liquid and like how sticky it is, you would say, oh, the viscosity of this liquid is really sticky.
It's Deidre.
Yes.
Slime goes on the one that says a mixture of ingredients that come together to form a polymer substance.
Very good. Slime. That's why we're going over these words, because I think a lot of us don't know them yet. Slime is a mixture of ingredients that come together to form a polymer substance.
Microgravity goes in the bottom.
No,
Let's see. Very weak gravity as in an orbiting spaceship. I think you're right. Microgravity. Micro means small. Darrow, do you see any that you think you might know what they mean?
Oh, I know.
Hang on, let's give Darrow a minute.
Gravity on the fourth line.
Where it says strength or energy as an attribute of physical action or movement.
Yep.
That is a good guess, and I can see why you would think that. But that is actually force. Force is the strength or energy that happens when something is moving. If I'm going really slow and I hit my face, does that have a lot of force?
Yeah, I think
Not really, but if I'm going really fast and I hit Eric's face, that's gonna hurt because it's got a lot of force, right?
Yeah.
All right, James has his hand up.
Hydrophobic is tending to repel, to fail to mix with water. It's also known as the fear of water, which I know that because I know a few people who hate water.
Nice. Okay, hydrophobic. It doesn't want to mix with water. Eric, you've got your hand up.
Newton fluid. A fluid that follows Newton's laws of
Viscosity.
viscosity. Viscosity.
It's a hard word, huh?
It doesn't change if you apply force.
Okay, Newtonian fluid. So a great scientist, Sir Isaac Newton, studied things like gravity and the way fluids move and all kinds of cool stuff. And he came up with rules about liquids and fluids. And so if you think about water, remember that word force is like when something moves, how much strength something has when it's moving. If I punch water, is that going to change like how the water, is it going to change how thick it is or how slimy it is? Is it going to turn it into a solid?
No, unless you have really cold hands, like really cold.
Yeah, if I had frozen hands, I might freeze it and turn it into a solid. But water just stays water, right?
Yeah.
But there are some things that are called non-Newtonian fluids. That means they don't follow the rules. And if you punch them, they change from a liquid to a solid. Or if you move them really slowly, then they'll turn back into a liquid again. All right, Darrow, what's our last word we need to know?
gravity, a natural phenomenon with mass energy are brought toward one another.
You're right. Gravity is the natural thing that pulls everything together. It's what pulls us down to the earth, right? Okay, so that was the first thing you needed to know was all these words, because these are going to be really important on our science field trip today. The next thing you need to know is today is all about slime. Okay. Have you ever played with slime before?
Yes, we got some yesterday, actually.
Nice. How about you, Darrow? Have you played with slime before?
Never.
Never, ever? Maybe you'll get to do that someday. Eric, have you played with slime before?
Yes, but I cannot remember.
It's been a while. Okay.
Are we gonna make slime?
We are not going to make slime here today, but I think all of the moms know how to make slime. And if you can get your mom to do it, and if she has the right ingredients, you guys can make slime at home one of these days. But that's all up to your own moms. Okay. All right, hang on. Let's let Darrow talk first. Shh. Go ahead, Darrow.
Everything was cool.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, Eric, did you have a favorite part of the video?
Yeah,
What was your favorite part?
mostly just when the slime, they just pull it apart and it's just strings and then it just pop.
Yep. James, was there anything?
And-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Our brains are like jello.
Our brains are like cello. Okay, James, was there anything you thought was cool or interesting? No? Can you hear me?
We can hear, he's just being still. James, was there anything cool or interesting that stood out to you?
No.
Not really. That's okay. Not everybody
I
is
thought it was,
the same thing.
I thought it was cool how the slime formed the perfect sphere that didn't wobble unless they touched it, but the water, it was like really wobbly and jiggly.
Yeah, that was really cool to me too. The way the water, it just never held still. It was always wiggling, but the slime was just like a ball hanging in the air. It was really, really interesting. Did anybody hear the astronauts say which room in the space station they were using for their experiment?
The
No.
kitchen.
The kitchen. Did you hear what special word they call a kitchen on a space shuttle or a spaceship?
No.
The galley. It's actually the same word they use on ships. So like a pirate ship, the galley is the kitchen. Okay. Did anybody hear they were doing this because it's cool and it's really fun, but they were also trying to learn important information that they could use to do something. And they just mentioned it real quick. Did anybody hear that?
No.
Important space things to help people out in space. Spacewalking.
Close. It was, all they said was it gave lots of data, which can lead to the development of life support technologies. They didn't say if that was life support for space or like people in the hospital. Life support means like if you need help breathing, then it helps you breathe. Or if your heart isn't working, life support will keep your heart pumping and your blood moving through your body. So I don't know if they meant it like in a hospital or in space. But yeah, they were learning things that they could use to keep people alive when their bodies need help staying alive. So that's pretty cool. This was fun, but it also is going to help develop really cool new technologies that can save people's lives. All right, let's see what else. Let me look at the questions. Okay, so I think that was all the questions I wanted to talk about it with, but now I have one more activity for us to do. So hang on, let me get the right screen pulled up on my end so that we can do this. How many of you guys have ever done a Mad Lib before?
Yep.
Oh, where's there?
Almost like Matt's and
Mad Lib, it's where we fill in blanks, tell stories. But we
Yeah.
don't know
Yes,
what the
I've
story's
done
gonna
that
be.
before.
Done that before. So I'm going to tell you what kind of word, and we'll take turns. We'll go on my screen going clockwise. It's Darrow, Eric, James. So that's the order we're going to go in. Darrow, Eric, James, Darrow, Eric, James. And you guys can take turns coming up with words. And then after I'll make a list of the words on my phone. And after we've got our list, I'll pull up the story and we can read it together with the words that you guys picked. Okay. All right. So Darrow, the first word that we need is a noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing.
International Space Station.
Ooh, okay. Oh, why isn't it letting me write? Here we go. International Space Station. Okay. Eric is next. Eric, we need another noun. Person, place, or thing. Poop. Okay. Let's make a rule that we can only use each word one time. So you guys can't just pick poop for every word from here on out. Okay. Only use each word one time. All right, James, we need another noun. Person, place, or thing.
Bomb.
A bomb?
Yes.
Okay.
Diaper bomb.
Bomb. All right, Darrow, we need a number. Could be a huge number. It could just be one. Like whatever you want. Pick a number.
200 to the 19th power.
200 to the 19th power. Okay.
I just randomly picked that.
Okay, 200 to the 19th power. Next is Eric. Eric, we need a noun. What's a noun, guys?
Person, place, or thing.
Person, place, or thing. Eric.
Vomit.
Vomit. Okay. Okay, we can't use that or any other form of that word. There's like 50 different words to say vomit. We're not using any more of them. We've already got that word down. Okay. No throw up or anything like that.
Like cookies.
All right, James, you've got a noun.
Kitchen sink.
Kitchen sink. Okay, Darrow, we're back to you with another noun. This one has a lot of nouns.
An atomic bomb.
No, they already used bomb. Do a different one.
Oh. Let's see. Slime.
Slime. Good one. Okay, Eric, we need an adjective. Guys, what's an adjective? Does anybody know?
Just something to describe something like big, small, smart.
Describe.
Perfect. A describing word. Eric, give me a describing word.
Uh,
Smelly. All right, smelly. Darrow, we need a plural noun. Plural means, oh, wait, sorry, James. James is next. James, we need a plural noun. Plural means more than one. So instead of kitchen sink, it would be kitchen sinks, except we already used that one. So pick a new noun and make it more than one.
Robot monkeys.
Robot monkeys. Okay, Darrow is next with another adjective. Remember, an adjective is a describing word.
Large.
Large. That sounds good. All right, Eric, we're back to you with another noun.
diaper bomb.
We've already used bomb, so we can use diaper. You want to use diaper?
Loaded.
No, not diaper. Okay, pick something else.
Diarrhea.
No, we already have poop.
How about loaded diaper?
Pick the word, pick the word, pick
I'm
the word. Thinking. Person, place, or thing.
Oh, what's this?
Just
Mongoose.
a mongoose. Okay. A mongoose is a kind of an animal. Okay, so we're on to James now. James, we need a contraction.
I meant
Does-
mongoose truck.
Does anybody know?
Inhale.
Okay. Does anybody know what a contraction is? No? Okay. A contraction is when you take two words and you smash them together into one word, like cannot becomes can't, or is not becomes isn't, or I would becomes I'd do that. Okay, so we need a contraction.
Exploded.
Exploded is just, that's a past tense. That's something that already happened.
We
So-
have to put the apostrophe in.
Exploding.
Things like isn't, wasn't, weren't, can't, won't,
Could have, would have.
could have, would have, should have, anything like that. Pick one of those.
What? What? No, constipation is not a contraction.
I can't make up one, so go to
Can't.
Darrow.
You can't, shan't, won't, couldn't, wouldn't.
Aren't,
So,
isn't,
You can go
Aren't,
to
isn't,
Darrow. I can't
doesn't.
make one up.
Darrow, what's a contraction?
It's something.
Oh, pick one, I should say.
would you like to pick a contraction for us, Darrow? James chose to pass.
I'm trying to think.
Could have, would have, should have, can't, hasn't, isn't, aren't. There's not really funny ones. You just pick one. Won't. All right.
That's funny,
won't.
dude. That was the same thing
All
I was
right.
thinking.
Next round is Eric with our last word, which is a verb. What is a verb?
Past tense.
No, it's an action word. It's something you do. So give me an action word.
I would say
Blow up.
You already got that one.
verb.
Verb. Something you do. Nope, we already have poop.
Run. Run, 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 and jump.
Run, walk, jump, sing.
What's a really funny one?
A really funny verb could be scream.
Wiggled.
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 Wiggled. Popped.
Jiggle.
Jiggle. All right. So that is our last word for that one. So let me share my screen here so you guys can see our story. All right. And I've got the words so you can read along with me. The team
I can't. Oh, now I can.
space station. What?
It was blurry for a sec, but you're good. Go ahead.
All right. So you can see and you can hear. Okay. The team at the International Space Station thought it would be awesome to send their famous poop into space, and the astronauts agreed. Slime was sent up to the bomb, which is orbiting above the Earth at 200 to the 19th power miles using a vomit, which, let's see, now I lost my spot, because it's the only way to get there. So they used a vomit to send the poop to space. That sounds about right. Because it's the only way to get it there. The astronauts wanted to see how slime would be different in a kitchen sink than when it's on Earth. Slime, which is both a slime and a solid, is smelly, meaning it's sticky due to internal friction. The astronauts used robot monkeys, which were covered in a large material, to see what happened when a mongoose truck was squished together and pulled apart. The astronauts learned a lot and said they loved that they won't know what was going to jiggle. So there you go.